My name is Mike. This is the Saturday morning Freight Broker TV Video Podcast. Most Saturday mornings we do it live. We live stream it on YouTube anyway. Even on the Saturday mornings we don't, and which is going to be next Saturday. The weekend after Memorial Day. What is that going to be? Let me look at my calendar. Because I know some of you may be watching this a year from now. So you know what's going on. Okay, this is May 28th, 2022. On next Saturday, it's going to be June 4th. Next Saturday, you're going to have access to the Q&A or the podcast. You know, it's going to be a video. It's not going to be live stream, but you have access, and you have access on our website as well. But every Saturday, we do a Q&A podcast, video podcast. You can watch it in its entirety on YouTube that day. Or, you know, if it's after Saturday, maybe you missed it, and, oh, man, I forgot. Well, you can hear it. You know, you got the podcast option, obviously, on your favorite podcasting app. Or you can go to our website, like we were talking about earlier, and you're going to be able to watch it from the Freight Broker TV website. Just go to the FBTV live stream. But anyway, Robert writes in, would I still have to invoice a broker for quick pay? Would I still have to invoice a broker for quick pay? If I do, would I just create an invoice with the load details and email it to the broker? Well, Robert, yeah, you're going to have to invoice. You know, the way the quick pay is going to work, all a quick pay is hey, your invoice is going to be put to the top of the stack. As soon as we get it, we will cut a check and mail it to you. To be able to get to the top of the stack, it's going to cost you a little bit of money for the quick pay. You know, we get it. You get it. You know, that's what factoring companies do. That's, you know, I mean, that's why it's just like that company, you know, Quick Pay that we were talking about earlier, that one of our clients was setting up with. They offered carriers a Quick Pay. So they wouldn't have to go through a factoring company. Now, as a carrier, I totally understand why you need your money quick. It costs a lot of money to operate a truck. A lot of people don't get that. I mean, today's fuel price is $5.57 a gallon. Here, let's do this. If your truck has a 300-gallon tank and it's right at empty, it's going to cost you over $1,600 to fill that truck up, and that's going to get you 1,000 miles down the road. You kind of figure every other day you're going to be putting fuel in that truck, and it's going to cost you a lot of money. It takes a lot of money to operate a truck. Lots of money. So getting paid quicker, that's to your advantage, obviously. If you can stay away from factoring companies, obviously, that's my recommendation, but, you know, it's acceptable for a trucking company due to the expense. But if you get away without using a factoring company, you're going to be better off. But anyway, so the broker offered quick pay. Yeah, you still got to present your invoice. Now, I will tell you this, before you send the invoice via email, you need to make sure you're able to send an email invoice with all the documentation for the load, because you're just not going to send the invoice. You got to send the signed bill of lading, any other documentation that goes with that load, because quick pay, generally, it's going to have to be on a clean bill of lading. You know, if there's a problem with that load, yeah, don't even think you're going to get a quick pay on it, because the broker can't quick pay you until they have all the details, until they know what the shipper's going to do. That can delay the whole ball of wax. But if it's a clean bill of lading, you know, like I'm saying, yeah, the broker generally will have no issue doing a quick pay. But you need to contact the broker before you even email anything to find out if they accept copies of documents. A lot of brokers will not pay on copies of documents, and these documents would be like bill of ladings, you know, things of that nature, documentation that's involved with that load. You've got to send them originals. Even certified copies a lot of brokers won't pay on, because their customers will not accept certified copies. Okay? Quick story. A couple of years back, a trucking company took a load from one of our clients, moved it. Everything went off without a hitch until we got the call asking why that truck did not make the final stop. Or there was like 3 or 4 stops on the load, wanting to know why they missed a stop. Huh? Well, come to find out, that trucking company had factored the invoice through their factoring company. And, we were trying to figure it out. Okay, the paperwork's signed. We got all this here. Everything looks right. What is going on? Trucking company saying, no, I didn't have to make that stop. What the trucking company had done, believe it or not, they had photoshopped the load confirmation that was sent to them from our client, the broker, and they removed one of the stops. They just took it out. Like it wasn't even there. We didn't know. We had the original, we had the original load confirmation that was sent and signed to the carrier. Yeah, we presented that to the factoring company, and ruh-roh. Now we got fraud going on because factoring company paid the trucking company. You see what I mean? Yeah, it just turned into an ordeal. But the trucking company, that's a no-no. You got to be honest. Yeah, you've got to invoice. You are going to actually most definitely have to provide all the documentation to the broker. Your invoice, signed bill of ladings, any other documentation that may go with that load, that's going to be presented. Because all the Quick Pay is doing is moving your invoice to the top of the pile. So instead of having to wait 2 or 3, 4 weeks to get paid, you're going to get paid, pretty quick, within just days. All right, Robert, I hope that helped you out.